Hey there traders, welcome back for episode 35 from the StockBandit.tv. I'm sure glad that you're here. So in this episode, what I'm going to do is show you a pretty cool way to add some extra space to your chart. Now this is in Stock Finder, and I've got a link below this video to show you where to get this software. But what I'm going to do here is use an indicator that was derived from something called RealCode, and it was created by someone else. I'm going to give full credit to where it's due, which is Ken Gilb, who is one of the co-founder of the Blocks company, and he works with Worden Brothers, and they've created this wonderful software. But one thing that Ken did was create an indicator called Bars Forward, and what I've done is actually share that indicator through the Stock Finder software, and those of you watching this video can retrieve that by just going to the share function and then retrieve that. The password is TV. So let me show you how to add this, and I'll show you what you can do with it. So let's just take, for example, SDS. This is the ProShares Ultra Short S&P 500. This is going to move opposite of what the S&P 500 does, and it's going to do it twice as fast. So let's say the S&P 500 moves up, SDS is going to move down. So just for the sake of example, right now this market is in bounce mode, and so SDS is in pullback mode. Right now you see this pace that we're falling is pretty fast. This thing was up in the 120 neighborhood. It's down at 90 bucks today. In fact, it actually bounced from the mid 80s today. So let's just pretend that you suppose the overall market's going to continue to bounce. And let's say you think it's going to happen for, let's say, 3 more days. So in this case, you could try to calculate this rate of change that SDS is falling at, and say if this market bounce continues for 3 more days, SDS may continue to fall at a certain pace. Well, instead, you can do something, and you can add this indicator, and it's called Bars Forward here. So I'm just going to select this. I'm going to add it to my chart. And what it does is it throws it in its own pane down here. I'm going to grab this and move it up to the upper pane and let go, and then I'm going to select Overlay. So now I've got this indicator showing in my upper chart window, and you can see it's really added a lot of extra space here between price and the price legend over here. And so that in itself is doable in basic Stock Finder without this indicator. But the cool part is what this indicator actually allows you to do. If I want to go in here and draw a trend line and extend it forward a certain number of bars, now I can draw this trend line beyond the most current bar, and it's going to do that to the extent that this setting is right here. So right now, if I've got this set for 5 bars, I can just extend it to 3 bars there, and as I draw this trend line here, it's going to let me extend it to that same degree there, and then I'm going to know just right there how far that pullback might end up carrying. So that's one way that you can add a trend line here and extend it forward kind of into the future and then gauge where that may be in a certain number of days. It's a pretty cool tool to use on occasion, not something that you've got to use all the time, but certainly one that I wanted to point out to you guys here. So thanks for joining me as always. I'll be back soon with another video, but in the meantime, trade like a bandit.